Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to share with you a review of the new Pure Cosmetics Love Your Selfie foundation. We're going to be doing a wear test and I'll let you guys know my thoughts about this new foundation. So if you guys want to know everything about the new Pure foundation, then just keep on watching. Alright, so the new Pure Foundation retails for $36. It's now available online at both Pure and Ulta. It is going to be in stores at Ulta too, but they are going to have a lot less shades in stores. On the Pure Cosmetics website, they have 100 shades, which is absolutely incredible, ranging from very, very light to very, very deep. And they have a really wide range of undertones as well, pink undertones, golden, neutral, within every single shade range. So if you want to check out their entire shade range, check out the Pure Cosmetics website. And then it is also available on the Ulta website, but there's only going to be 40 shades on the Ulta website and then 22 shades in store at Ulta. So overall, it's a really impressive foundation from the range. And then this is also kind of an innovative foundation because it's a foundation and concealer in one. I'm kind of wearing it both as a foundation and concealer today. I am wearing a little bit of concealer. You guys will see that in the demo. But you can honestly wear this as concealer too, which I don't find to be the case with most of my foundations. Sometimes they just don't give you enough coverage like a concealer. So that is something that is a little bit different with this foundation, and in the demo I'll also show you guys the applicator that is pretty unique as well. But other than that, the claims of this foundation is that it's a buildable, medium to full coverage, and then there's different like healthy skin ingredients in here that are supposed to protect your skin from environmental factors, blue light rays, all of this stuff. I really just want to know whether or not a foundation is going to hold up throughout the day. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I'm going to go ahead into the demo, show you guys how the foundation applies, and then we're going to check in after about 8 hours and see how it holds up. Here is the Love Your Selfie foundation. I got matched to the shade medium G4, and I just want to show you guys like the little pamphlet that I got with the foundation so you can see how the shades are broken down. So there's 100 shades in this foundation, and then they have like 5 different categories here: light, medium, tan, dark, and deep. And from there they also have 3 different undertones: neutral, pink, and golden. And then in each undertone category they have about 7 different foundations, either 6 or 7. So you're gonna get like light golden 1 through 7, light pink 1 through 7, and then like so on and so forth, medium tan, dark, and deep. So that's how everything's broken down. It's pretty even throughout each different undertone and then different skin tone as well. So I think there's a lot of variety there. And then I'm also really into this bottle because it's a regular pump bottle, and it's a foundation and concealer in one. And then if you unscrew it, it has like a regular doe foot foundation applicator, and then there's a hole right through the center, and that's where the foundation comes out when you go to pump the foundation. So if you like to apply your foundation like this, like I've tried it like this, and I also use the pump as well. On days that I don't want to use a brush, then I will just like apply the foundation all over my face with the applicator. So I thought that was pretty cool because different people have different preferences on how to apply their foundation. And I know I even have different preferences depending on how much coverage I want or what I'm gonna use to blend out my foundation. So today I'm gonna use a brush and a beauty blender. That's normally how I apply my foundation. I just like kind of swipe it on with a brush and then blend it out with a beauty blender. I'll do one side of my face first, and then I just use the Good Hydrations Primer from Bare Minerals to prime my face. This is just like a standard go-to primer for me that works with like every foundation. So let's start off with one pump on half of my face. And it's also a foundation that dries fairly quickly. So this is one pump on one half of my face. I feel like that's a really good match as well. I was a little nervous because I went to their launch event and I got matched there, but it was like a dark club. So I'm like, I hope this is the right match. I can't really tell, but it ended up working out. And I did kind of blend it out a little bit under my eyes because it can work as a concealer. I'm still gonna apply concealer. I'll go ahead and just do my eyelids too. I'm still gonna apply a little bit of a different concealer, but just so you guys can see how it covers up under your eyes if you want to just use this as a concealer. So really nice coverage right off the bat, just with one pump. And definitely a matte finish for sure. But I still think it looks like very natural. Like I feel like my face still looks like skin, but obviously, oh, that like mark right in the center between the two sides of my face, you guys can clearly see it covers like any kind of discoloration. I don't have any breakouts right now, so that's why I wanted to show you under my eyes too, so you can see just like covering up any discoloration. So one pump on the other side of my face. I actually normally go for like more dewy or demi-matte foundations, but I feel like this one is pretty breathable. It's not super matte like Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's a little bit more of like a flexible formula. Doesn't feel like it just like clings onto your skin. But I really do think this would work well with breakouts because it's a thicker formula, and sometimes more of like a runny foundation formula can just like not even stick onto any breakouts, but formulas like this that are thicker and a bit more matte usually hold up well with texture and breakouts. But that is the coverage. We have a little bit of creasing, but of course that's gonna happen because of course I'm gonna have like creasing on my eyes, and I have a little bit right here. And honestly, like even if I'm trying to make it settle in between my forehead to like try to put it to the test, it's not really, there's not really product building up in any like wrinkles or anything. So definitely a really nice finish, and I am gonna set this. Let me apply a little bit concealer and then I can show you guys something before I set it with powder. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in light beige, just like a little dot, just to add a little bit more coverage under my eyes. I'm not gonna do any to the rest of my face. We can have just the coverage with the foundation. And I honestly could have just taken a little bit more of this. I don't feel like this shade is like too stark that it looks too dark under my eyes, but I do prefer something just slightly brighter. I'm gonna add setting powder under my eyes. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way. I'm almost done with this jar. I always use this one under my eyes, on my eyelids, and on the center of my face. And then I just wanted to try this out because, especially the first day that I tried out this foundation, this is the third day that I'm wearing this, and the first day I was doing like cream contouring, so it took a little while for me to set the rest of my face. But what I noticed, still a little bit tacky. Yeah, like I didn't set my face for like a solid 10 minutes and the foundation was basically dry. So I feel like you need very little powder with this foundation. It's still kind of tacky. It's only been like 3 minutes, but definitely don't need to over powder your face. So I'm just gonna go in with my Laura Mercier Glow Powder, Translucent Glow, very lightly to set my face. All right, so my face is set, and this is like a satin finish setting powder, but my face still looks pretty matte. So just keep that in mind. It definitely is a matte finish for sure. If you happen to like not like matte foundations, I pretty much mostly use like demi matte, somewhere in the dewy family, but this is definitely a lot more comfortable than some like really heavy or really matte foundations for sure. But that is my face set. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll check in with you guys at the end of the day so you can see how the foundation held up. All right guys, so it's been a little over 9 hours since I first applied the foundation. It is just about 10 p.m. So it's been a while, and this is also a couple days into wearing this foundation, and every time I've tried it so far, I found that it wears pretty much the same. Like it doesn't wear weird, it doesn't fade in any like areas on my face, it doesn't get oily or break up weird throughout the day. So it's a really good long wearing foundation. Like I said, when you first apply it, it is pretty matte. Now after wearing it for a full day, it does look a bit more natural, but it's still pretty matte and full coverage. It does look like slightly dewier on my forehead, but it just looks like very natural. It doesn't look oily, it doesn't look greasy or anything like that. It's basically, you just take a matte foundation, you wear it throughout the day, and it's just gonna kind of settle into your skin a little bit more natural. So it just wears really well. It doesn't end up looking shiny or anything like that. So it's a good long wearing foundation. A lot of times a foundation, if it does start to break apart, it will be like around basically my T-zone and then just like right around my nose, but it's like still perfect coverage in all of those areas. So it is very long wearing, really nice coverage. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It still feels breathable. So I think this is gonna be great over the summer because for summer foundations, I like to find a mix between something that's gonna stay matte, give good coverage, but I don't feel like I'm sweating and I'm wearing just cake on top of that. So I feel like this is gonna be one of those foundations that works really well. So I think it's good timing with when they release this foundation since we are getting into summer really soon. So I'm definitely liking it. I especially like that it has the dual applicator effect. I feel like this would be good as a concealer as well. I might even want to get this in like a lighter shade as a concealer too because it does give really nice coverage and it doesn't feel dry or anything on your skin. But overall, really happy with the foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and wear test. Let me know if you plan on purchasing the foundation in the comments below. And that's gonna be everything for today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.